Okay. I think sometime during my workout, I heard the girls get up and start doing their routines as well. I should probably take this time to get into the shower before Jiang gets in there. Not that the view wasn't pleasant yesterday. That's when I touched your boob, chat. But I get the feeling too many unplanned encounters of the disrobed variety might get me in some hot water. And not the literal sense of a shower. Oh. Okay. Another good reason to work up an early morning sweat in the shower. I'll be the first to admit that our bases aren't exactly perfect when it comes to getting hot water through the pipes to the showers. Can we stop saying the words hot water shower, please? But at least it eventually gets there. Not here. I could crank the hot faucet all the way to Starcash coffee levels and still get hit by some Arctic level water. The first time I tried to shower here, I waited and then finally just forced myself into the Glacier Falls. I'm glad none of the girls have wandered in on me, at least. Explaining shrinkage is the last thing I want to do here in Korea. I feel like that's probably not an issue, chat. Okay, second to last thing. Next to dying by glorious leader's decree. Okay, that's as clean as I'm gonna get. Time to toss on my silkies and get to see and see what we're doing today. Hope Yoonji cooked up something good. I'm a tad hungry here. It's gonna be kimchi, chat. Damn it. I also feel really guilty about complaining about being hungry in a land that appears to be in a state of perpetual starvation. If this leader is so glorious, then how come he's got a land of scared, hungry people following him? I think I'm in between that area of still having a lot to learn and possibly knowing too much. And neither seems to be a safe state of mind for this country. Anyway, someone's moving about the kitchen area. Time to go look. Yeah, dude. Good morning, S. McBaggins. I hope you are doing well today. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good at this moment. Exercised some, got cleaned up, thought I'd see what was cooking in here. I'm starting to like this whole kimchi thing. That's a little white lie. I'm getting sick of kimchi with every meal. Nice to see her finally admitting it. Of course, I already knew, but it's still a pleasure to hear it from your own voice. Was it that obvious? You ate 3 bowls last night, I'd say it was. Well, Gunny says I'm a growing boy. Then he makes me run. Guess it's the girth. What? That's what they say about Americans. What? Oh, never mind. Just talking to myself. She means the penis! This chick's a slut! According to the achievements on Steam, you can bang the hardcore leather dad? I know, because he offered to bang us like right away, chat. That was the first thing that happened in the game. Well, anyway, what's Yoonji got cooking for us? Speaking of which, where is she? I believe she was looking for something in her room, but was having a hard time finding it. Maybe you should go help her out. Oh. I was warned about this, chat. She means Americans are fat? Shut up. Fat dicks, maybe. Are you sure that that's a good idea? She might not want me snooping around in her room. It's not snooping if she's there. Go ahead and help her. I'll get the table set. Where are your donations at? I have them turned off right now, bud. I have all my alerts turned off, so. The quicker we help her find what she's looking for, the quicker we get to eat. Well, okay, I guess. I go back to the hall where the rooms are, though it's not that long of a walk. How to go about this? Jiang mentioned you needed assistance. Need some help there, Yoonji? Cup check. Kick! No, maybe not that last one. As I get to the door, I close my eyes and sigh. Dealing with Yoonji can be mentally taxing. I slowly step in and open my eyes and instantly choke on the words I had so carefully prepared in my head. Oh. Hang on, chat. This is fine, I guess. This isn't a focus of my broadcast. That's all, chat room, okay? Nice granny panties. Oh, damn. Even Michelangelo couldn't have sculpted such a beautiful... Oh, wait. It's Yoonji. Oh, God, no. It's Yoonji in a compromising situation. She'll kill me. Wait, I don't think she's noticed me yet. Which is good, because I don't think I'd have to enjoy replaying this scene in my head if she knew I was here. Better back out slowly. Good, good. I'm almost to the door. I may just be able to tell my grandchildren about this date. Oh, God. Glad to see you and S. McBaggins are finally getting along, Yoonji. John, are you kidding me? Oh God, here goes any chance of having children. Put some clothes on. I'm not sure who to kill first, the perverted peeping Tim or the loud-mouthed older sister. But then, killing him seems too kind. It's not like that. Yoonji, I didn't know. I'm going to... Yoonji, I swear I wasn't peeping. Yes, you were. Ah, Jiang, you got me into this. You're both dead. It was just a second. I didn't see much. He was totally staring. Like, for minutes. I'm getting attacked from both sides here. Let's just all calm down and act rational here. Just admit you were comparing her ass to Renaissance sculptures already. What? How the hell did you know that? I'll kill you! Dominate my ass. You could have warned me. Be quiet and pass me the gauze. Here, so where did Yoonji learn to kick like that anyway? Ow! What? Did you think I wouldn't sanitize it first? And all loyal Koreans are instructed in the martial arts during our school education. You should just be glad I didn't go for a low kick. My grandkids will thank you for that one day. I'll need to change again though. I think I got blood on my shirt. Well, it's not like you didn't deserve it. Oh, Yoonji, there's so little you know about boys. This is why you didn't get asked to Mayday festivities. I'm going to have to side with Jeong on this one. Fine. How would you like it if I watched you get changed then? Honestly, it wouldn't bother me. I think enough men have seen my junk since I joined the Marine Corps, always in the Marine Corps chat, to last me a couple lifetimes. What about women? I'm not walking into that trap. I'd like to avoid getting another kick to the face. At least he learns. Really? Just wait for tomorrow's CG. What? Nothing. Well, I'm gonna take a shower now, so stay out! Oh, I almost forgot. Could you go get the anti-swelling medicine from Yoonji? Nope, no way. Probably a good idea. It didn't fit in the budget anyway. What are you talking about? Ancient Korean secret. Anyway, let's go prepare the table for breakfast. Fucking fourth wall jokes, chat. That's so low tier, dude. Hello? Breakfast is over and we even managed to get through it without Yoonji attacking anyone. It's probably good they keep the weapons locked up. God forbid I walk in on Yoonji's field stripping a rifle or something. After cleaning up, Jeong presents the familiar map to me again. So which date are you picking today? Wait, why is Yoonji's bedroom written on here and then crossed off? Sister's idea of a joke was to list my bedroom as a date route after the incident this morning. Is her outfit different, chat? However, this is not an emoji. I crossed it out. What the fuck is that? Are you saying that if this was an emoji, you wouldn't have crossed it out? Just to pick a date already. Can do. Eroji. How do you pronounce? I mean, you know what? I don't want to know how to pronounce the chat. In fact, anyone who knows is banned. How about that? Bitch! Okay, so we have a very clear mission here, chat. Is to completely avoid doing anything with Yoonji. So, let's go here. I'm a tad curious as I look at the map. Something about there being a wall built by our president along the border with an occupied territory, according to Yoonji. Looks like it's directing me to a place called Kaesong, which appears to be pretty close to where I thought I was going in the first place. How about we get over Kaesong? Anything interesting there? I'm assuming there is since it's on this map. Kaesong would be a suitable destination for an outing. It does take a bit of time to get there, however. We should prepare ourselves immediately. Can do. What sort of place are we visiting? Kaesong is boring. It's mostly history and some industry. If you like temples and academies, then you'll be quite happy there. Well, sure. Temples and academies can be pretty fun things to see. It's good to know where your culture comes from. I have no need of any history before our beloved original leader finally let us out of the Dark Ages and overthrew our oppressors. Which is why you'll never get anywhere in the tourism brigade. Your lack of respect for our entire history prevents you from ever getting promoted beyond Haga Pyeongseok. Well, excuse me if I didn't find some long dead ancestor kept his chamber pot very interesting or noteworthy. Please tell me where we're going. It doesn't require me to dig my own latrine. Make certain you cover it back up with a mound of dirt when you're finished. Ew. That was a joke, right? Yoonji should just tease me, right? Well, in the military chat, when they're making people march in boot camp and stuff, you're given a shovel and you have to dig your own fucking poop hole, chat. So this guy shouldn't be too put off by that. That is a thing that happens in the military. You have to like mark your poop hole too. It's weird. Her tits are huge, PogChamp? Yeah. I honestly don't know. My rank doesn't allow me to take tourists to Kaesong. Thank the original leader. I don't suppose I can change our destination now, can I? No, in fact, I already sent a text message to the driver and he'll be here soon. Remember my story? Yeah, that's how I know it. Best make use of the time to get ready. I guess I should gather my stuff then. Have fun looking at statues. I may even have some caffeine pills around here to keep you awake on the tour. I actually like historical destinations though. Why would anyone want to see some old buildings or read a bunch of plaques that has information you can read in a library book? Get a sense of history and of what your ancestors went through. I can't tell you how many times I've visited Gettysburg. Is it a boring temple or lame academy? No, it's a battlefield for when my country was at war with itself. The North one. Something you wouldn't be familiar with. Interesting. If I ever go to America, I should visit there and learn about any strategies the North had, and see if we can adopt it for when we have to fight off the occupiers south of true Korea. I don't think you'll get much useful info. The war was back in the 1860s. No planes, tanks, or M16s. Never mind then, just go get ready for your date. It's not a date! Keep telling yourself that and you might start believing it. Well, guess I'll get ready. Chat, we're about to fucking get educated, boy. And we're in the car on our way to Kaesong. A won for your thoughts. I don't think that's much of an exchange rate, as I believe the won is worth less than a penny. I haven't checked the rate lately, but I thought it was an English expression. Close enough, I suppose. I wasn't really thinking of anything in particular. May I ask you something? Ask me no questions and I'll tell you no lies. You'd best not lie to me. I'll have you know I rank top in my class at information extraction. She's fucking like a sex spy, chat. That's what she does. Calm down, Guantanamo girl. It's just an expression. I certainly hope so. I do not do well with liars. Your question? Why did you agree to come to Korea? I know we had some nice conversation in our letters, but we had no real hope of you visiting. Well, I figured it would be fun to see a new country. I've spent the better part of my past few years between a couple of deserts. I thought maybe Korea would be a nice change. Apparently, in this game, it is the year 2021, chat room. Was there any other reason? Considering I thought you and Yoonji were guys, I figured we'd go out drinking. Maybe play wingman for each other as we try to score girls in North Korea. So you admit you wanted to pick up women in Korea. Well, I did say I'll tell you no lies. Of course I did. Most guys think about going out somewhere and picking up women. It's really not a secret. I just wasn't expecting to get picked up myself. Is it so bad that you're staying with us and that you aren't able to go out on the town and find women? Of course not. I mean, I wasn't expecting it at all, but I'm having fun. Plus, I don't have to put any effort into picking up women since they've already picked me up. Convenient. Are you implying that we're trying to pick you up? Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. You do have a certain appeal, I'll admit. I'm not sure why. Oh. Maybe your mere presence is the cause, like you came to our country and everything started revolving around you. Maybe, I do feel like I'm being watched constantly. I have no idea what you're talking about. We certainly don't have CCTV working in our humble little home. I didn't mean it like that, but now I'm going to search my entire room when we get back from this outing. You won't find any candy. Yes, that's it. Yoonji is the one who hides candy, not me. Maybe we should talk about something else, something that doesn't make me think I'm being monitored 24/7. Well, it certainly can't be 24/7 since we have regular power outages and Yoonji hasn't fixed the generator yet. Ha, good one. So, what's there to do at Kaesong? Kaesong was the capital area of the Korean peninsula, though it was called Songdo during the dynasty periods. There was a lot of tombs to those ancient kings, and you can't reach most of them. There are museums, however, as well as some temples. Due to its location near the occupied Korean territory, it also has a joint light industrial park. Though most of the workers are from true Korea. That's true, actually, chat. I actually heard about that. North Koreans and South Koreans work together in some parts of Korea. Wouldn't that be a bit awkward working with people from over a heavily patrolled border who go back to a different lifestyle? I do not know, but I guess it would seem to make for a very silent working environment. Probably so. Anyway, is there any particular place you think we should go visit? The old south gate of Namdaemun would be a good ideal place to start. It would likely remind you of typical East Asian structures you associate with the region. There's also Songyong, which houses the Koryo Museum, named for the dynasty it represents. Sheonyang-gwang, that's a mouthful. Close enough, though the most interesting thing is likely to be a tour of the city itself. Most of the historical district isn't exactly, how you would put it, an upper tip shape. Close, that's tip-top shape, but a lot of it's run down then, huh? Yes, with the current needs of the country being focused on more explosive concerns, preserving older buildings has fallen down the list of priorities. Nevertheless, the trip there will take some time. How should we amuse ourselves? Hand job. Suck my dick. Well, I guess we could play some sort of travel games like I Spy or something. Are you admitting to being a spy? I should have you taken to the military police at once. What? No, I'm not a spy. The game is called I Spy. You pick an object and I say, I spy with my little eye something, and you give a hint, usually a color. Are you making fun of my eyes? Now, my eyes are hardly little. I can see how you and Yoonji are related. Look, it's just an expression in the game is all. There's nothing malicious about it. Maybe not. Okay, I'll go first. I spy with my little eye something black. The car? No, not the car. The fragments of pavement you pass off as a road? No, and it'll be fixed in the future. Something black, the driver's hair. Hey Jiang, was I right? Oh. Looks like the something black was the back of her eyelids or the darkness they produced. Guess she was a little tired, or maybe car rides do that to her. Man, I remember good old Private Daily. 5 minutes into a ride and you'd be out cold. Of course, we always made sure to mark him up with a black marker. The extra laps were worth the look on his face when Sarge would get him in rank. The road may suck ass, but the view isn't so bad once you get out of civilization and into the woods. Just hope the car doesn't break down, because I highly doubt there are any repair shops out there. That's one thing I miss about the US. You couldn't walk 5 feet without tripping over a gas station or a mechanic. Out here, if we broke down, I think the only thing we'd see was bears, or maybe a Korean army members hunting bears or hunting tourists to feed bears. Mumble mumble. Glorious leader. Mumble mumble. Invented karate. Martial arts. I'm sure he did. I think the only exercise Glorious Leader gets is the 15 feet he has to walk down to the buffet table. Glorious Leader prefers family-style meals. Please stop reading my thought boxes or I'll be forced to think of things you might not want to see. Already know your favorite things. Yes, they're real. If I let you use my lap as a pillow, will you go back to sleep and stop reading my thoughts? Wow, that's smooth as fuck, chat. Wow. Deal. Jiang puts her head in my lap and I gently stroke her hair. It's really silky. I have to admit, it is nice to be the one being pursued instead of chasing the girls for once. With Jiang asleep, there's not much else to do. I'm not tired, so I really don't want to go to sleep, but I don't want to wake up Jiang by playing the radio. And the scenery out the window is pretty, but also not all that varied. That leaves one option. How long have you been the driver for the two ladies? Sorry, just trying to make conversation. Jiang's asleep and you're the only other person in the car. I see, the strong silent type. I can respect that. Well, this has been a good conversation. I'll be here if you need me. I didn't exactly pass much time. I suppose I could sleep, but that would be such a cheap way of passing time. Like an easy out for a lazy visual novel writer. Screw it, this scene is long enough. I'm going to sleep. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. He doesn't know English? Well, the main character's speaking Korean. Wake up, we're here. Well, that was kind of refreshing, though I think my legs fell asleep. Your lap was passably comfortable. Hang on, chat. I may require the use of it again for the ride home. You have a funny way of asking to sleep on my lap again. I wasn't asking. I surrender. Yay, now on to K's song. She wants my dick, chat. That's not even hard, dude. We step out of the car and I'm immediately greeted by a large wooden gate. It's actually pretty massive and the towers over all of the other things nearby. Oh, and it towers. I had the driver take us to Kaesong Namdaemun, which is the south gate to the old walled city of Kaesong and the only citadel gate to have survived to the present day. It's really well preserved for being centuries old. I'm impressed. While the base is original, the wooden pavilion is not. The original was destroyed by a certain capitalist country in 1950 during one of its illegal bombing missions. I wonder which one that was. The construction you see before you is a replication finished in 1954. I now feel both awed and guilty, since I'm pretty certain you all but said the United States destroyed it. Do you know of any other certain capitalist countries? Sure, England, Japan, France, Germany, Canada. No wait, Canada is basically a snow socialist. Anyway, tell me more about the gate. The gate houses the Yongbok Bell, which was brought over here after it was reclaimed from the ashes of the Yongbok Temple in the fire of 1563. It used to chime out in the hours in the 20th century. It's pretty cool. Does anyone like an hour? Maybe you just wish the ring and have it come true? Where do you come up with the silly ideas like that? I think I read about it in a visual novel somewhere, a really familiar visual novel. Anyway, I thought you might enjoy seeing that first. What would you like to see next? Any suggestions? Well, there's the Anwasa Buddhist Temple as well as the Koryo Museum. Would either of those be okay for you? Do I get to pick? Let's go to the temple, chat. This might seem like the biggest cliche ever, but let's go to the Anwasa Temple. I don't understand. Why would that be a cliche? Asia, Buddhist temple, cute girl. That's something out of literally every anime. I'm afraid I left my Joseon aunt at home. Is that like a robe? It's kind of like the kimonos worn by those filthy enemy occupiers on an island nation east of here. Seriously, that occupation was ages ago. Take a page from the German playbook and let it go already. Oh, nobody's ever really over it. Just you wait. I'm glad my last name isn't Kowalski then. Huh. I don't get that joke, chat. You know, you never told me your last name. Oh, really? Well then, you'll think it's silly. No, I won't. Come on, tell me. Lemore. I got it from my dad. He was a tanker in the army, but well, he got killed in this weird tanking accident. Something about his squad leader finding him butt naked and crushed by a Sherman. What was he doing naked with the tank? Beats me. The Corps can do weird things to a man. Anyway, let's keep going. What? Other game reference? Oh, is this the tank dating game chat? I don't think I can play that one on stream. I think it's banned on Twitch. And here we are at the Anwassa Temple. Panting. You didn't tell me we had to climb up half a mountain, pant, to get here. And you seriously didn't have to force marches here either. It's like the Crucible all over again. Don't you feel your soul cleansed by the rapid journey here though? What I feel is that I need a shower after sweating my way up Mount Songak. And what was with the airstrip in shreds? Couldn't we have flown up here? The evil Nipponese used this mountain as a staging ground to invade China during their illegal occupation of our country during the Second International War. The airstrips and sheds still remain there today. I get it, you hate the Japanese, no need to flavor text it every time. Though if you hate them so much, couldn't you have knocked the shed down? I mean, it's probably one of the most sturdily constructed buildings in the country, I know, but a little Semtex and it'll fall. I'm sorry, it's just a harsh part of our country's history. Tell me a bit about the temple then. I will. Allow me to collect myself, it'll be just a few minutes. Nipponese, is that like a bad word, chat? I hope not. Monka-esque, wait, war is illegal? Yeah, as it turns out. What the fuck is this dating sim? Yeah, kinda. I guess. It's more like a history lesson, chat. Probably a very inaccurate history lesson. I hope I didn't upset her too much. I get that Korea and Japan have a rather strained history together, but I do have some very good Japanese friends and I don't like them being trashed on. Well, and my room at Camp Pendleton is full of Japanese stuff too. He's a weeaboo! Ew! Anyway, the view up here isn't so bad. Mount Songak is actually a small volcanic mountain on an island outside of Kaesong proper. Nippon is just, I know, chat. I know what Nippon means. The temple itself appears partly damaged, but other than that, it's no worse for wear. Okay, I'm ready to tell you a bit about the temple now. Glad you're feeling better. Sorry again, I didn't know that's a sore spot historically. That's okay, you'll see it our way eventually. Hee hee. Hee hee. Jiang smiles if she said this. Somehow it's both adorable and unnerving at the same time. Though to be fair, our countries have many things in common. Have you ever seen a traditional Korean dress? Like a kimono? We call it a joseon. I would show you, but sadly I left mine at home. What do they look like? How would I explain it? Something like a cross between a Western dress and a kimono. The waistline is typically much higher, like across your chest, but it still has very long, loose sleeves. Oh, that sounds pretty. I bet you look amazing in yours. Well, I always have trouble getting mine to fit. Oh. I keep having to take out the chest some. Anyway, what can you tell me about the temple? Close resident sleeper. Ah, yes. The Anwassa Temple was founded in 930 AD during the Koryo Dynasty. During America's war against True Korea, it suffered structural damage, primarily the destruction of Myeongbu Hall. However, a stone pagoda dating to the original Koryo Dynasty temple, along with the Taeyong Hall, remain. Wow, that's a good amount of history for this trip. A little too much history. Would you like to see a little more of the temple before we head somewhere else? Sure, sounds like a good idea. Jiang takes me by the hand and leads me around the small temple, explaining different bits of historical information as we go. And it's only the temple to have survived the America's aggressive action against us. You missed some of the game? No, you didn't, because we're just fucking learning about shit that I could have Googled about North Korea. Fuck you! And I'd smile as we go. It doesn't take too much longer as the temple isn't all that big. You must be hungry after climbing on and exploring this temple. Want to go to the Kaesong Kuksu house and share a meal? You live next to Camp Pendleton? What do you think, bud? That sounds great. Let's head back. Pretty fancy for a dining hall, dude. What the fuck? They have vending machines in North Korea, dude? That's something in my eye chat. Hang on. He's a weeb cuck. Tank dating sim isn't banned. I don't know if I'm gonna play that one, chat. It didn't take long to get a table, though we're not alone. The population is sparse. The fare is as expected, a traditional Korean fare. And of course, it comes with plenty of Kim. God, I can't stand this stuff anymore. I can't even say the word. You're not saying it though, you're thinking it. Oddly enough, when the food comes out, it's plentiful. I mean, this is only a rough estimate, but main course is probably the equivalent of a full day's worth of food for your average Korean. I wonder why they're so intent on impressing me, but not feeding their own people. So how does your meal taste so far? It's amazing, really delicious, and so much of it, especially the kimchi. Kaesong is known for having very flavorful foods, likely from the influence of being so near to a bunch of invaders holding half of our country hostage. South Korean influence, huh? Occupied Korean influence. The Kaesong region is also the primary agricultural area of the true Korea. Is that why my meal rivals the size of one I get at a Texas steakhouse? Not really. We just want to make our guests feel at home. After all, doesn't your country put on a good impression for visiting tourists? Not really, unless they have some sort of diplomatic immunity and a hotline to their country's coffers. That's a shame. You should treat foreigners better. Well, they aren't mistreated or anything, but they certainly aren't giving cute escorts. Truthfully, Jeong, why am I getting treated like someone special? I'm just a Marine with a nice set of abs. Okay. You're unusually perceptive for a protagonist. I get that a lot. True Korea doesn't get many tourists. For some reason, we've been labeled as an enemy of state in most of the world. And the things foreign leaders say about glorious leader, all lies. So the few tourists you get, you try extra hard to leave a good impression. Then you hope they go home and dispel the rumors regarding Korea? Precisely. Plus, you're military, so if you go back and spread word that Korea's a good place, maybe it'll work its way to some important people. Not sure how much stock they put in a 1171 Water Dog's opinion on the international affairs. Oh right, I've read of your naval animal units. They're quite renowned. We in True Korea can respect their skill. I remember you told me about being a water dog in our letters. I was enamored, I must admit. Yeah, sure, haha, that's us, the elite water dogs. Well, I guess there's one advantage to not having internet access in a country. Wow, either way, I don't think my opinion carries much weight. That's a shame. Still, maybe your comrades will want to come after hearing how nice it is in Korea. Will they get cute girl escorts? Sadly, no. You were a special case. The tourist agency overbooked, so we had to take you on as an individual. It's not normal for you to stay with us and get such attention. Guess I got lucky for once in my life. My squad mates are going to be so jealous. I'll take that as a compliment. You should. I smile at her and she blushes in return. Ooh. And what about Yoonji? Wouldn't they be jealous if you told them about her too? Of course they would. I mean, if you've seen Marines on deployment, they'd ask anyone as friendly as Yoonji for a drink. She's that beautiful? I'll just say Yoonji could have her pick up the entire deployment from Operation Iraqi Freedom. Gasp. What was that? Sounded like someone gasped. Oh, nothing. That was on my Steam. Gasp. Chew. What? Jeong is clearly lying. What's more, she's fidgeting under the table. Of course, once Yoonji opens her mouth, many guys would run off. I hate you so much. I thought so. Jeong, aren't you letting Yoonji eavesdrop on our conversation via your cell phone? I am, as you say, dusted. That's busted. What? Oh, I thought it was like another person in the restaurant, not that she was spying on us via the phone. You Americans have so many odd sayings. Stop deflecting. You still with this, Yoonji? Anyway, you're both great, okay? You'd both be very popular in the US. Our character artists assured us. See you when we get home, Yoonji. Bye, sister. Bye, jerk. That seems uncalled for. Don't mind her. It's how she shows her affection, hurting the ones she loves the most. After this, Jeong hangs up and puts her phone away, and we continue our meal. I can't tell, but I think Jeong seems happy, but conflicted. I don't think she wants to talk about it, though. Once we get through dessert, I pay, and we head out. The car's waiting for us. I'm surprised we have to pay for anything, chat, honestly. It's getting late. The drive is pretty long. We should head back. Agreed. Yoonji might worry about you if you stay out too late. Don't sell yourself short. She's more worried about you. Is that so? Yeah, she's really taking a liking to you, I think. She's just bad at showing her feelings. And how do you feel about that? I think you'd be interested in her too. You seem like a nice guy and suited to her. Sounds like someone else isn't honest with herself either. You'll gather up no more intel from me right now. Prepare your lap. I require its use for a nap. Go ahead. This shit doesn't happen ever, chat room. I wonder if the person who wrote this is a virgin, dude. When's the last time you had a lady rest her head in your lap? What is this, some fucking anime fantasy, dog? Don't ruin this for me, Moon. Alright, I'm sorry, dude. Yes, it does stop shitting on my dreams. Chat, listen to me, dog. You'll never have a Z-cup Korean chick from North Korea rest her head on your lap and watch her boobies jiggle on the shitty paved roads that they have in North Korea. Ever. Okay? Today? Alright, liar. Get that shit out of here. My immersion? Alright, chat, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I need some water, chat. Jung lays her head in my lap for the ride home. It's very relaxing. Coupled with the long ride, I think I might nap as well. I'll probably need extra sleep to deal with Miss Tsundere Sunshine when we get back anyway. I can't say I dislike this, having two girls who seem genuinely interested in me. I'll take things unattractive people think for 500. Fuck you, Twitch chat! But they live in North Korea. I can't move here. I'll be branded a traitor. I doubt either of them would be allowed to leave. Maybe. I'm not sure. It's nothing to worry about now, though. Time for rest. I feel like fleeing the country is probably something you should plan out, but that's just me, dude. These past 3 days have gone by so quickly, especially because of all the places I've gone with these two girls. Yeah, both of them. Moon say Tsundere. Shut up, chat. It's Sundara. It's kind of nice to kick back and relax a little after having another of Yoonji's meals. I must admit, she does a great job with the limited food they have here in North Korea. Only thing is, now there's too much time to kill and nothing to do. Jung and Yoonji are sitting reading books. I'm just here on the floor describing what's going on in my head. Hey, didn't you two have a radio somewhere? Maybe there's something we can listen to. Yes, we do have a radio. Actually, KCBC should be airing Voice of Korea soon. Voice of Korea, what's that? It's mostly news and music, and the reading of our original leader's memories. Or was that memoirs or memories, chat? I didn't actually see it. It's the best radio program. You'll love it. I suppose it's better than staring at the ceiling. Can we tune in? Certainly. Let me get the radio. I suppose it would be a good idea to listen to the news, see if anything has happened recently. Maybe your government finally apologized for your aggressive stance against our glorious leader. You probably shouldn't hold your breath. I have no intention of holding my breath. Never mind. I think I can hear Jiang mumbling something about the antenna not working, not being put back inside the radio correctly. Pretty sure she paired it with an unflattering comment about the nature of her sister's tidiness. Yoonji, how many times do I have to tell you to push the antenna back into the radio so it doesn't get bent or broken? How do we know I was the one to last use the radio? The dial is set to Korean soap opera station. You're the only person who listens to it. You have a soap opera station? Yes, well, the stories are very moving. The latest episode of Pathway to Pyongyang had its big finale last week. I'll pass on a summary. How about we just turn on the radio? Yes, that is a good choice. You don't want to get Yoonji going on about her soaps. Jeong starts setting up the radio while Yoonji mutters something about putting arsenic in the next batch of kimchi. Whoa, dude. Good thing she probably can't get her hands on any. They have a hard time enough getting food here, let alone exotic poisons. Damn, dude. Looks like they've got an old 80s style boombox complete with double cassette deck. The record button on deck 2 is missing them, probably for the best. I don't think they play anything current here anyway. After fiddling with the dial, Jeong finally gets a single. And almost immediately she snaps to attention when hearing the marching music coming through. Yoonji has done the same thing. I guess I'd best stand as well. I feel like this is treason, chat. Lesser treason. And 3 consecutive march songs later, we finally get to sit down. You have 3 national anthems? Don't be absurd. Only the first song was our national anthem. The other 2 were songs for original leader and son of original leader. So in essence, you have 3 anthems. I imagine a 4th in the works for glorious leader. Yes, I would think glorious leader will be getting an anthem as well. I'd consider starting a really comfortable shoe company for all the standing I'll have to do. Though I don't think your government would let me start a business. Ha ha ha. So funny, Mr. Smarty Mouth. At least ours are original. Your country set its anthem to a British drinking tune. Well, at least it's not the German anthem. That one is actually a drinking tune. Well, depending on your circle of friends, I guess. Hush, you two, the news is about to start. This is Voice of Korea. I'm your host, B. Gu Wong. Is that a real name? Oh, God. That guy definitely had a rough childhood. In today's top story, glorious leader has declared the next 2 days as a national holiday to celebrate his triumph over the American dictator in trade negotiations. In this momentous victory, glorious leader has said to have secured a trade deal with the American idiot-in-chief in exchange for a vastly superior armaments. While the details are still unclear, it appears he has sent a small payment to Head Wingnut for what the Americans claim is their biggest weapon the ID-10T missile system. Let's all hold a moment of silence in awe at our glorious leaders and negotiation skills. Maybe I could try and sell Glorious Leader some Chemlite batteries if I ever bump into him. We get 2 days off. We can all do something together. We've already done things together, like play Jushopoly. I think she means we can have a group date together. But sister, I thought we were supposed to... We've done that for 3 days now. We're really at that point in time where we should have a group outing. Yes, this does seem like the appropriate spot and time for that. Is this a thing in dating sim chat? Let me see if I have this correct. For 3 days, we've gone on single girl dates, just one of us and S. McBaggins. No, just her. It's just her. Not you. It was just the attractive one. And now because we're about to enter day 4, to record we have a group outing? Yes, sister, that is how it is done. It just sounds so scripted. Well, sometimes you have to plan things out. Precisely, for the next 2 days, it shall be all 3 of us together, sharing the good times and making memories. So where will we go on this trip? I'm glad I don't actually have to do the rest of the dates with her, chat. Let me think about it for a bit. A nod and me again focus on the original, our ongoing broadcast over the radio. While our generals couldn't reach an agreement with Russian President Vladimir Putin on a summit date, the hope is that the Russians will meet with us soon to discuss our shipment of voluntary laborers to Siberia. Turning to entertainment news, Glorious Leader has announced he will put on a concert tour next year where he will perform his international hit singles. The voluntary attendance is considered mandatory and will be had by all. Dates to be announced soon. Mandatory voluntary attendance. In the Corps we call that being voluntol. Glorious Leader has a wonderful singing voice. It is an honor to be able to attend his concerts. I hope I did not get wall duty again when the Pyongyang dates are announced. Yes, you were really upset last time. I'll see about switching shifts with you if that happens. You do that for me? Of course, Yoonji. You are my precious younger sister. I want the best the world can offer for you. Thank you, sister. You're always looking out for me. It is touching to see how much Jiyoung cares for Yoonji, though sometimes I wonder if she goes too far and ignores her own wants or needs. And now for a word from our sponsors. Sponsors, I didn't think your government allowed for something so capitalist. You won't be hearing ads for sweatshop sneakers or designer medicines. Then what sort of commercial will I be hearing? Oh god, the only thing that deserves to be advertised. I should have known. No, really, I should have known. Good evening, citizens of best true Korea. Truly you are graced to live here. This bountiful land of plenty is sent by the divinity of our original leader to his grandson, our glorious leader. He alone has the wisdom to direct our country to its rightful ascension as rulers of this world. But he is not alone in this eternal struggle against the forces of those who occupy all other lands, especially our birthright land to the south. The Workers' Party, the only party that represents all its citizens anywhere on Earth, assists our glorious leader as he stares down the threats the world poses to us. Together, Glorious Leader and the Workers' Party will lead our nation to total triumph over the evil forces of the United States and its enabler allies. Enable. Okay, comrade, remember to support your Workers' Party by saluting our brave military members who will do battle on our behalf. True Korea prevail! Man, I thought commercials in America were long-winded, but that was... Are you crying, Yoonji? That was poetry. Beautiful poetry. I'm so happy to be a part of our destiny. Okay, well, Jiyoung? Sorry, I was just lost in thought, trying to figure out where to go for our outing. Maybe we can get out of the city and go somewhere else. I could use a change in scenery. Oh, chat. I know exactly where we're going, boys. The hot springs, dude. Oh no, we're not going camping again. Never, ever, ever again. Who said anything about camping? You did. You suggested a change in scenery from a city. Well, yeah, but I never said it had to be camping. Don't mind Yoonji. She's hated camping since she was in the Young Pioneer League. Brothel? Do they have brothels in North Korea? That's a dumb question, chat. All the other kids threw her camping gear in the river after she shot them with a pellet gun. Pfft, it's not like they didn't deserve it. Yoonji stuck out her tongue. Regardless, we aren't going camping, Yoonji, so you can relax. Thank goodness. We only have one tent anyway, and it's designed for 2 people. Oh, that would make the trip rather cozy. Not even. You'd be sleeping under the stars. You'd at least give me a sleeping bag, right? We only have 2, sorry. We packed some extra blankets from the depot, but regardless, we aren't going camping. Then where are we going? Oh, yeah. Jiyoung brings over the map she's been studying and points to an area on the eastern part of the Chinese-Korean border. Pateku Mountain. We'll be spending our trip there. A mountain? Not just any mountain. It's one of the most sacred mountains in all of Korea. Original leader's son was born atop that mountain. Yeah. It also served as an important encampment in our country's struggle against the evil Nipponese! Boring. Enough history. Pateku Mountain has lots of gorgeous waterfalls as well as some natural hot springs. Oh! Chad! Too good. Which is good since it's always cold up there. Glad you mentioned that. We'll be staying in a small, little-known hot spring cottage near Lake Chon. Sounds like a fun little outing, perfect for a group date. And our final story tonight, it has come to the Workers' Party attention that there are potentially still Western sympathizers in their ranks. The glorious leader is investigating into this and appropriate action will be taken. Have a lovely holiday. Those two things don't really go together. Who cares? Go rest up. We've got to catch a train and then take a car tomorrow to go to our destination. And we still need a pack. Did I just get put to bed at like 4 p.m.? That's true, sister. Let's all go get ready for the trip. Well, I'm already packed, but some extra sleep wouldn't hurt. Yes, you'll want to be full of energy for this trip. Sleep is essential. Good night, Yoonji. Looks like the next 2 days are all set. I'm looking forward to it. Time to hit the sack and get ready for this 2-day excursion. Oh. Why is it making me pick if there's only one option? They're coming from all angles, and their firepower is overwhelming. Everywhere I look, I see waves of heavily armored infantry coming right for our lines. In my hands is an outdated submachine gun. I'm going to die here. Worse, it's going to be at the hands of my former comrades. Behind me, Yoonji is barking orders at all of us. I plead with her that I can't fire on my countrymen, but my pleas fall on deaf ears. How did I end up here? I never asked for this. All I wanted was a vacation with some buddies in Korea. Instead, I've been impressed into the front lines against the United States charge into Pyongyang. We're losing. Badly. Well, we, the North Koreans, I mean. Screw this. I'm dropping my weapon and surrendering. And down as I go as I get the non-business end of a USA Standard Select fire rifle right into the forehead. As I go down, I think the attacker screams for my capture. How nice. I'm not going to die here. I'll just be taken back to America and executed as a deserting traitor. A voice is calling me, a sweet voice. I recognize it. Wake up, S. McBaggins, please. We need you. We're going to be taken back to America as prisoners. I'm scared. I struggle to respond. That blood took a lot out from me. I can tell that the person has come closer. I can feel her breath on my face. We'll be okay if you just wake up. Please wake up. We need you. I think there's real emotion behind those words, like affection. It gives me strength to wake up. I open my eyes. Hey, shine and rise, Sleepy. If only all my alarm clocks came with such a sweet voice and pleasant view. Wait, why didn't my phone go off? If you're wondering about your phone, the battery died out and it's recharging. I thought I charged it as I went to bed. I'm afraid the power went out again last night. It must have died overnight. It's charging now. So I thought I'd wake you. Was I wrong to do so? No, not really. I have no reason to complain. That is a relief. Anyway, please get up and get ready for the journey. Also, you appear flushed and have broken out into a sweat. Are you feeling okay? Shit, I can't tell her about that nightmare I just had. It's too strange and too frightening. Yeah, I'm okay. Just had an odd night is all. Having a naughty dream, were you? Why am I not surprised? It appears the other sister has worked her way in and is radiating her typical warmth and charm. You'd think she would have dropped the tsundere routine by now, but here we are. It was nothing like that. But it was a dream. Damn it, me and my stupid mouth. Yes, I had a strange dream and I don't feel like talking about it is all. Pervert. Well, what did you dream about last night, Yoonji? Well, don't you know it's rude to ask a girl what she dreamed about? Well, it is, you big dumbhead. That might be the weakest insult you've tossed at me yet. Don't let her get to you, S. McBaggins. She told me all about her dream. It involved you, her, the boombox, and a window. You promised not to tell him! Oh, and I didn't even get to the best part yet. Two could play at this game. How about I go find your diary and bring it to him? And with reflexes that would make a ninja gape and all, Jeong is dragging Yoonji out of the room. Don't delay and get yourself ready. I'll have Yoonji buried by the time you're done. Wouldn't that kill the point of a group outing? Killing is the point, yes. Avenge me, S. McBaggins. I'll keep your memory alive in my dreams, Yoonji. I hate you both! Yoonji should be okay. Jeong won't kill her, probably. I still take a quick plunge in the Arctic water they call a shower and gear up for the 2-day excursion. I think I heard them bickering a bit, but so that's a good sign that Jiyoung didn't kill Yoonji. Head out to meet them. You're not gonna wear anything else for my date? Looks like everyone has all of their possessions ready. Has everyone remembered to hit them on the head as well? I get to hit someone on the head? This trip seems better already! No, that's not what it means. Never mind. Yes, I've hit the head. Good, then let us be on our way to the train station. Looking at the girls, I note two things. One, they both have what appears to be heavy bags packed. I'll fight the urge to say something chauvinistic here. Two, they're not decked out in their military duds. They're in civilian attire. I don't think I've seen you ladies out in your military outfits for too long since I've been here. You both look very nice in your casual wear that you've been wearing literally for 4 days straight. What are you complimenting us on clothing for? It's not like we dressed up for you, Baka! Speak for yourself, sister. I certainly did. Why are you always showing off like that? Because I know it presses your blinkers. That's buttons. Anyways, let's get going. Being the lone guy here, I should carry one of their suitcases, but should I pick up a case or try both? I mean, Yoonji will likely get mad if I try to carry her things. Then again, she might get mad if I try to carry Jiyoung's things. I'm not sure how Jiyoung would feel about it. Sometimes I get the notion that she's trying to push me towards Yoonji, but then she has reservations about it. So what should I do here? Fucking easy as shit, boys. I'll grab Jiyoung's bag. She seems less likely to chew me out for trying to help. I'll walk over to her bag and lift it up. It's relatively heavy, but nothing worse than what I've hauled out into the field before. Not that I mind, but why are you picking up my bag? It looked pretty heavy, and I thought I'd pay you back for waking me up this morning. What about me? I've made you all your breakfasts. Honestly, I thought you might be getting angry if I just went and picked up your stuff. You seem like you seem to like your independence. Yeah, okay. Well, if you want to help me next time, I wouldn't hate it. I think you found an open route to my younger sister's heart. Good job. I will start planning the rifle wedding immediately. That's shotgun. What? Jiyoung, it's too early to talk of marriage. But you do want to marry him. Hey, those hot springs aren't going to soak themselves, so let's drop the whole marriage thing and get going. Yeah, come on, dude. I want to see some movies, dude. No ambition should go for both? Bro, I have ambition. It's very clear. I want to be smothered to death by Jiyoung's fat titties. That's all. That's all. Wow, these aren't dads. I already beat the dad dating sim. Same cars I've been riding in this week. We've got the bags in the trunk and we're about to get on the way to the train station. The ride to the train station will be short. The train will take us to the city of Hyosan, where we will get another car waiting us and drive us to Mount Paitku. Is there a driver coming with us as well? No, he has other plans since we told him our trip. Since we told him of our trip, he decided to do something else. And who's gonna drive us? I will be doing the driving from Hyeonsan to the base of the mountain. You never told me you could drive, Yoonji. Why have you been chauffeured all around all week if you have a license? An elusive thing Yoonji is good at, driving ranks somewhere between subtlety and socializing with handsome foreigners. Well, that's wait, Yoonji's not good at either of those things. You're quick on the take-up on this one. I'll have you know, Glorious Leader told me just the other week that I broke the record for number of potholes hit in one trip. She hangs out with Kim Jong-un? What? That's not really something to be proud of. They're just chillin', dog? It was a record according to Glorious Leader. I guess Glorious Leader has a sense of humor after all. Regardless of Yoonji's exemplary record, she'll be the one driving us in the last leg. Considering what I've just learned, you'll excuse me for not saying You'll excuse me for not saying I'm looking forward to it. You should. After all, Yoonji is driving, you'll have the chance to sit with me alone in the back seat. Gulp. Don't look so nervous. I don't bite. That's not what you wrote in your Ow! Ew! Getting a little weird. It appears I need to change the padlock combination on my diary again. See how violent my sister is? Have I even hit her once? No, but you do kind of bring it on yourself by taunting her. Well, she teases me just as much, but I don't resort to smacking her around. I had no idea you felt that way, Yoonji. Does this mean you'll stop hitting me? No, but now I know your true feelings, and knowing is half the battle. The other stuff is doing some fucked up shit overseas that you don't want to talk about when you get home. Or, that's how I've always heard that phrase end. Well then, sister, I'll just have to be on my guard and fight back. Now you get the picture. Stand up for yourself and for what you want. Are we anywhere near the train station yet? Oh, we've been driving this whole time? Not too much further. Thank goodness, as I'm not sure I want to be cramped in a car with you two when this conversation goes nuclear. Shouldn't say that word in North Korea. A few minutes later, we've arrived at the train station in Pyongyang itself, and right away our stuff is loaded into a train as we're herded toward a passenger car. On the way, we all make sure to stop at the facilities to refresh ourselves. For some reason, it takes me a while to snag an empty stall. As a result, I'm one of the last three. I'm last of the three of us to get to the train, and it's relatively full. Guess the first couple of stops have been quite a few passengers. Or have quite a few passengers. For some reason, the two girls have split up so that each one is by herself with an empty seat next to her. Are they doing this on purpose, trying to make you choose between the two? What's the point of this? The only other option is to sit on a hard, uncomfortable looking bench and invite the two of them to sit on either side of me. My butt's already aching of that option, but it might be better than hurting the feelings of one of the girls? A little help here. Yoonji would probably scold me for sitting next to her, right? So the safest option is to sit next to Jiyoung. Easy as fuck. I head on over to the seat next to Jiyoung and sit down next to her. And here I was certain you'd sit next to Yoonji. Wow! What gave you that idea, you daft bitch? I don't see why. I've enjoyed my time with you and thought we could chat some more on the train ride. Are you saying you haven't enjoyed your time with me? That's not what I'm saying. But you chose to sit next to Jiyoung. I don't mind if you sit next to Yoonji instead. Well, if you insist. Come on, man. Don't bother. My sister, for all of her pleas for me to be honest, is a pretty big liar herself. That's not true. Can you just admit you like S. McBaggins already? I'm sure it's not like that at all. Right, Jiyoung? Oh, right, sure. I'm feeling a bit tired at this moment. I think I will rest my eyes. You'll have to stop running away at some point, you know, or you'll never get what you want. Sorry, busy resting here. Try later, sister. Jiyoung's brains went into her tits. Damn, dude. I think that's her way of saying, let it lie, Yoonji. Why did I sit next to her if we're not going to talk? Not too long after, the train's chugging along at a pace that would make a German Moss tank proud. But I guess it still beats driving all the way there. Consider the lack of gas stations in the actual modern civilization outside Pyongyang, after all. Well, and inside of Pyongyang too, but at least a glorious leader is trying to catch them up with the rest of the world, a bit. Maybe I can catch up on some sleep here. Are you enjoying the trip so far? It's okay. Car ride was fine, and while full, this train isn't nearly as packed as the metro on a Monday morning. Got something on your mind? Nothing in particular. Yoonji has already taken the liberty of falling asleep. Look, you kind of looked like you were, how is it put, spacing out, so I thought I'd talk with you. I hope you don't mind. Oh, I don't mind, baby. Actually, could you tell me a little bit about where we are going? I don't want to know more about this. I just want to go bathing with the big titty girl, chat room. Well, more like about where it is we're staying. I understand, it's a small little hostel meant for short stays. It's near a natural hot spring and has the typical amenities for entertainment. What amenities are those? Mostly table tennis and karaoke. Nothing beats the classics, right? You must suffer through story? This isn't even story, it's just fucking history, chat. There's no plot. But that's fine, because we've got all the plot we need right here. Mention about the trip. What would that be? There aren't many rooms at the hostel, and with our budget being what it is, I only booked a single room for the three of us. That makes sense. You have to save. Wait, did you just say one room for the three of us? Yes, will that be a problem? I don't think so. At least not for me anyway, so long as you have plenty of tissues to clean up my nosebleeds. Oh god, you never told me you had a medical condition. No, it's not that. I don't have a medical condition. Come to think of it, I haven't seen you bleed out of your nose during your stay so far. Does this mean you have it under control? Sorry, just a bad joke. Thinking of it. It was a bad joke! I'll be fine. We'll all be fine. I don't have any shame about being in my skivvies since joining the Marine Corps. Something about a bunch of sweaty dudes being cramped together in one barracks for 12 weeks does that to you. Why the hell did I just say that? I'm clearly not thinking straight. Hey! Cause that was homoerotic, chat. I doubt the guy who wrote this even intended that. Well, that's a pity. I suppose I'll have to get over mine too for this trip. Ugh. gonna read that out loud. I'm teasing you, S. McBaggins. You're much more flirty than you let on at times. Is it so strange? I feel comfortable around you, and you are kind of fun to tease. I can't argue with that. I'm glad. Anyway, maybe we should take this chance to nap, as we won't get that when Yoonji drives us to the hostel. Probably not a horrible idea. I watch as Jiyoung shifts into a more comfortable position and closes her eyes. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to catch some winks myself, but I'm kind of amped at the moment. Must be the after effect of Jiyoung's flirting. At least I'm near a window so I can look outside as we roll through rural Korea. You better have a picture for me, dog. It's not a bad sight. Wilderness seems less depressing than what passes for a city here. I look back the other way to see Jiyoung is asleep, but now Yoonji is awake. She looks like she wants to say something, but isn't ready to speak up. Hi, Yoonji. Did you get some rest? Some. Not as much as I like. That last bump woke me up. Can't nod back off then? I can't just yet. I'm a tad thirsty and I have some thoughts on my mind. I left my change in my bag, so I can't offer you any of it for your thoughts. What are you going on about? I was going to offer you a penny for, you know what? Never mind. What were you thinking about? I was hoping I would get the option not to ask her, just so that I could just fucking go to sleep. I was just thinking of the past few days with you and Jiyoung and me, just how it's been relatively enjoyable, and I guess Yuji seems a bit sad. She's trailing off in that last sentence. I've enjoyed it as well. I wasn't expecting to be hanging out in Korea with a couple of girls, but it's been a nice experience for the most part anyway. It's been a nice break from the routine. For the most part, our lives have been pretty regimented. You could say that we're groomed for the military. We never really had any vacations or went anywhere, and our father has been so distant lately. Wait. Are they the daughters of the glorious leader, chat? I feel like that's some dumb shit that someone who writes a visual novel would make. I'm sorry, I never realized you had some family worries. Come to think of it, I never really did ask you about your family. I guess I was so focused on having a good time with you and Jiyoung that the thought to ask never occurred to me. You bet they are, and me too, dog. That and avoiding getting kicked in the shin by you, but I'll keep that as a thought bubble. It's alright, we didn't want to make you sad on your vacation with us. I'm not even sure why I'm telling you now. Sometimes it's good to talk with someone new about things. It's easier. I wonder that... Wait, hold on. It's easier that way. I wonder about that. I guess I feel comfortable around you. You listen to me. You're nice to me, even though you tease me a lot. We Americans are a funny group. We generally tease those we like the most. You like me? No. Well, of course I do. Wow! I like you and Jiyoung. You're both fun to be around. Oh, I understand. I am glad you decided to visit, though. I'm going to try and get back to napping now. That sounds like a great idea. I think I'll get a few winks, too. Yuji curls up as best as she can to get comfortable, while I stretch my legs out as much as these cramped, trained cars will allow. These might be the most serious conversations I've had with both of these girls since I've gotten here. I can't help but think there's something on their minds that they aren't telling me. Maybe I'll learn before having to head back home. You daft bitch. Seems we've hit a smooth section. I think I'll take that nap. The rest of the train ride went without incident. When we got to the Hyeosun station, we grabbed our bags and picked up our rental car. Also, Moon Moon went to go take a piss and grab some water because my throat is fucking dying, dude! At least I think it's a car in the least representative form of the word. Jiyoung called it a light Galata, and I call it a Soviet rolling death trap. Think of a rusty old Yugo from the 1970s and you've pretty much got the picture. You could have given me a picture, you lazy sack of shit! It's a good thing America rejected this piece of perestroika, or the Soviets would have defeated us via car accidents. Same car. Chat, same car, picture. Save, okay. Hang on. It's been a while. He's trapped in the backseat with Jiyoung, though it does oddly resemble the same backseat of the car we've been riding around all week. Oh yeah. Maybe it's one of those one-size-fits-all Korea communist things. Either way, no, it's not. I'm squished up closer to Jiyoung than we overfill one of the LMTVs with 18 or more grunts on a trip down I-95. I've driven on that road, chat. Wow. Well, at least she smells a lot better than 17 other sweaty guys. She's also more comfortable to be pressed against, too. But man, she's soft. Stop judging me. This is my safe space. Okay, so that's not really a complaint. The real complaint is that Yoonji's driving was overhyped. And considering we'd established Yoonji wasn't a good driver earlier, this means her driving is even worse than I could have ever imagined. Well, whichever deity is in charge up there, I'm asking you to deliver me from this threat to my person. I'm not picky about which one of you answers. You're like a little baby with your whining. I'll have you know I missed that last pothole. On purpose? Let's go with that if it makes you feel better and shuts you up. I'm gonna die in North Korea in the least politically charged way possible. Death by communist wagon falling off the side of a mountain trail. If you don't shut up, your death will be caused by me strangling you. Ordinarily, I would say something nice to placate the situation, but I am afraid I am in agreement with S. McBaggins on this. Have you gotten worse since I've last gone out with you driving? I hope this model has child locks so I can bail out and leave you two to plunging to your deaths. Damn! Child locks? I doubt this Cold War piece of junk even has an anti-lock brakes, let alone child locks. Thud. Okay, you hit that big-ass crater on purpose, admit it. I admit there was a big-ass crater and I hit it. My head would be hurting more, but it was stopped by the fun bag system installed near my head in the back seat. Maybe this isn't so bad after all. Boobies, chat room. You could try to make the ride a little more cozy, sister. You mean comfy, right? Because you two look cozy enough. Like it's our fault the rental car's backseat is barely big enough to fit a couple of underfed Eastern Bloc children, let alone 2 fully grown adults. I am thankful you bathed and put on perfume. It smells nice. Cologne. Guys, put on cologne. Wham! Did you just run over a deer carcass or something? She better not have. If it was fresh enough, we could have cooked it over a fire pit. Good joke. It wasn't a deer carcass, just an overgrown root. Also, if you don't like heights, then please don't look out the window right now. I'm not falling for that one again. Tell me not to look out the window so I'll look and freak. Holy shit! How are you managing to drive this close to the edge? Talent. And stop screaming. I told you not to look. Talent my ass, Jiang. You're really an ancient Korean deity who has answered my humble prayers, right? I've been compared to goddesses before. However, I don't think I have any actual powers. My guess is we're just really lucky Yoonji hasn't killed us yet. Way to back your little sister up. How much further do I have to endure this torture? Not too much further. Once we find the appropriate lot to park in, we can take a short hike up to the hostel. We have to hike there. It's not a long hike. I'd say we could take a cable car up there, but it's really never really in operation. Hiking won't be so bad. At least I can avoid obvious walking hazards, unlike Yoonji when she drives. Thud. I only hope I remember who I am after the multiple concussions I'm likely racking up back here. Don't worry. If you forget, we'll brainwash you into being our manservant. Oh. And we'll never make fun of New York drivers again after that experience. Once we get to the parking lot, and then we had to hike a curved mountain path up to the summit. It took roughly 40 minutes or so. Thanks for the short summary, my dude. Once there, Jiang and Yoonji led me down a much less used path to a quaint hotel, near to what appeared to be a small natural hot spring that broke off from the crater lake. It's about mid-afternoon when we finally arrive. I must say the place certainly does look cozy at the very least. Maybe rustic would be a good term for it. The hot spring is outside. Oh, looks pretty warm, which is good considering it's pretty damn cold up there. Guess the girls weren't kidding when they said it was chilly here year-round. There's also a distinct lack of partition built into the hot spring, meaning there's only the one hot spring, and it's not segregated by gender. Oh! Is it normal for men and women to share a bath in the hot springs here? Are you complaining about having to share the bath with us? That doesn't not seem very, as you might say, nacho. That's macho, and I'm not complaining, merely observing the fact that there's only one spring and it's not partitioned off by gender. I was merely teasing you. The truth is, this hostel was built in compliance for a women's summit that was to be held. Something about discussing women's rights violations around the world. We built this in hopes of securing the bid to host it. However, we lost that bid, but the hotel remains. It's not a very well-known place, even here in Korea. So who won the bid to host the conference then? Does it matter now? We didn't get the bid, but we have a vacation spot. End of story. Japan won the bid, didn't they? Curse you, Nippon! Perceptive as usual, S. McBaggins, but we're here to have fun, not dwell on the injustices of the past. And we'll go check us in. Please wait for just a minute. I wonder what we should do first while we're here. I think I'd like to relax and leave the hiking until tomorrow morning. A nice relaxing dip in the hot spring and then maybe some spirits inside the hotel. Why would you mention spirits when we're supposed to be relaxing? Why wouldn't I? Kicking back in a rustic hotel and sharing spirits with you and Jiang. Doesn't that sound grand? Not at all. I hate spirits. Oh, well, you just had to say so. You don't have to join us. Get away from me, spirits! Pierce Jiang has snuck up beyond Yoonji and has frightened her something fierce. Oh, she thought they were ghosts! I'm sorry, Yoonji, I could not resist. You see, Yoonji has always been frightened of ghosts, even to this day. Ghost? Who said anything? I get it. Why is he calling it spirits? Chat, he's from America, dog! Who's Who here is from America and has ever called it spirits? I only ever see it on fucking signs for liquor stores, chat. Nobody calls it spirits here. Unless you're like 50 years old, chat. You? Shut up, chat. Wine and spirits? Yeah. That's about it, though. Worked in a large liquor store 4 years, so me? Oh, okay. I call it booze. Well, what else could you have been talking about? Spirits is another word for booze. Woo! Time to write my own visual novel, boys! Alcoholic beverages, firewater. Then why didn't you just Then why didn't you just say go get some drinks instead of scaring me with the talk of spirits? I really should have listened to my Korean teacher when she said use simple language. What if I made this game? Monka ass. Oh. We're checked in. There are a couple of other guests, but not too many. I ran into one while getting the keys. She had a rather nice suit, like she was a detective, or maybe a traveling salesperson. She was very nice. How fucked up would that be, chat? Because this game was made fairly recently. Imagine if I had just been writing and making this in between streaming, and I pretended like I didn't actually make the game, and now I'm playing it on stream like some sort of weird narcissistic like fantasy of fulfilled, and like I'm rock hard right now, and you guys don't even know because I'm playing my own fucking video game and pretending it's not mine. Chat room. What a volume slider! I know, it's fucking revolutionary, dude. Sounds like you, little Fruity. Eat a dick. Chilling your game. She was very nice and said she hoped to see me later. Yoonji has expressed interest in soaking in the hot springs. Wait, she said that she saw... Oh, the music cue is tied to the text boxes? Really? Like she was a detective or maybe a traveling salesperson. Monka ass. Yoonji has expressed interest in smoking in the hot springs. Good idea, let us do that and then on to the entertainment in the lounge. Here are the keys, one for each of us. Let's go to our room. Oh, a singular room. I follow her inside to the hotel, and she opens up the door to our room. And my phone went off. I'm a little less than enthusiastic at what passes for a hotel room at this inn. Oh, hey, it's my room. Oh, it says it right there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this looks exactly like my bedroom back at your place. It's not all that surprising. This place was built by the military labor, as was our building on the base. They probably recycled the floor plans and replicated them for this hotel. Couldn't they have just requested something different for the decor, though? Considering the budget for backgrounds or buildings such as this, probably not. And anyway, at least the bed is big enough for 2 people, so only one of us has to be on the floor. Can we at least get extra blankets so I can pad the floor a little? I'm pretty sure that's concrete under that thin layer of carpet. And here I was going to graciously let you have the bed with Yoonji. You can't be serious. Share the bed with the guy with you in the bedroom? So you're saying if I'm not in the room, you'd be okay to share the bed with him then? I think I saved some of my bonus pay from last month. That's not it at all. Relax, Yoonji. I'm relatively sure she's just teasing us. I'll be sleeping on the floor. You're supposed to play along with the joke though, but yes, I'm teasing. I'll sit in an extra pillow and blankets while we're relaxing. Let's settle in and get to the hot spring. Oh! Okay, it's a simple matter of settling in for me here. Still, should I go ahead of them to the spring and wait for them, or should I let them go ahead and catch up? Oh, chat. That was close. I almost made a decision. I'm gonna let them go first, because if I go first and I get caught unescorted, then I could get in trouble. But if they're there first, I could be like, oh, I'm going to meet my tour guides, and then I could go. So I'm gonna let the ladies go first. I should hang back and let the ladies go to get the tub first. Given what I know about Yoonji, she'd be really shy about disrobing at the hot springs in front of me. But I think she'll be okay if she gets in first and I follow up later. Why don't you two head on out to the hot spring first? I'm going to hang back and stretch my legs for a few minutes. You're going to come in the hot spring, right? They have different times for men and women, right? No, there's no time separation. Then there's a partition they put up, right? So men on one side and women on the other? No, there isn't. Remember, this was built as a resort for women, so they didn't bother making a partition for the spring. Don't tell me. We're going to all bathe in the same spring together. Didn't we just fucking talk about this outside, you dumb bitch? Of course, we'll have a great time. We can soak in the mineral water, scrub each other's backs, tell each other all our secrets. Actually taking the game seriously, lol. Shut up! But I can't soak in the springs with him, he's some man. And it only took 5 days for you to notice this fact. You know what I mean. Look, I figured I'd let you go on ahead and get situated in the spring first, then I'd follow it in after. But if it bothers you that much, I can just wait until you're done and go soak by myself. That will not do. We're all adults here for legal reasons. Bless RNG, boys! Certainly we can handle soaking in a hot spring together. I think I'll be okay if we get in first, and you warn me when you come out to join us. Then it's settled. Go on ahead. I'll be there in 10 minutes. That should be enough time, right? That will be sufficient. Come along, Yoonji. I'll make a woman out of you someday. What? Oh, sorry. I should leave that to S. McBaggins. Don't keep us waiting too long. Jeong wedding ruined? Okay, chat. We're gonna go back then, because, I got some shit that I need to do after I stream. Meet you both there. Going to warm up the hot spring first, then. I'm sure the hot spring is already warm. I mean, it is in the name after all. He's an ulterior motive, I know it. My ulterior motive is to relax in the hot spring, not hurry up and wait for my vacation to start. Okay. Oh. Okay. I head on out and go to the spring, despite Yoonji's protest. Once there, I step into the changing station and strip down, and wrap a towel around myself. Once I'm in the spring, I'll take it off. Stepping into the spring, I relax back and just soak in the warmth mixed with the cool air outside. It makes for a pleasant experience. Around 10 minutes later, the girls step out, adorned in just their bathing suits. Oh, thank God. Chad, if you like her more than her, you're... Don't ever meet me at TwitchCon, dog, because we won't be friends. Looks like S. McBaggins is already nice and relaxed. Oh, and is that your towel over there? Well, it is a bath, right? I wasn't going to wear my towel in it. Actually, why are you two in your swimsuits? Are you saying you're naked in the spring? Uh-oh. Isn't that how we're supposed to be in here? Does the word modesty mean anything to you? You're supposed to be wearing a swimsuit. Come to think of it, he hasn't had a swimsuit in this entire trip. Yeah, I was wearing my silkies whenever I needed to go for a dip. Once. Why would you think you needed to be naked? I thought that was the custom in places with public baths, especially in East Asia. I mean, I've seen it in Japan. Not that I mind the view, in fact it's rather, well, bold, but I think you might be too much for Yoonji to handle right now. Too much for Yoonji to handle? She's averting her eyes, poorly I might add. I was not looking, stupid. Alright, I'm not gonna read that shit. I don't think I can bring it upon myself to read that out loud. I made her angry enough to shout in Japanese that probably merits an award. Yes. No. Just don't look down, Yuji. I should say the same to you. But I'm not the one scared of naked S. McBaggins. I'm not scared, okay? Okay, chat. With that, the two finally join me in the spring. Honestly, Yoonji, it's really not that big of a deal. You're both conspiring against me. Oh, chat. Here we are kicking back and soaking in the mineral springs. Good thing this spring is naturally heated because the air is pretty crisp around us. Nobody's really saying very much as we soak. Guess it's too relaxing to bother with conversation. And all it's nice and peaceful, that is, until I hear footsteps approaching the spring. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Third girl. Well, isn't this just a splendid sight to behold? Looks like I lucked out and picked a date with some eye candy hanging around. Is this chick even Korean? Turning around, I notice a young female Asian has joined us at the spring. I'd say at, because she isn't exactly in the proper state of undress to join us in the spring. She's dressed in a gray suit, looks more appropriate for a boardroom than a hot spring. She's also got a clear bottle that likely contains something alcoholic. Oh, she's drunk. I am afraid you do not understand. What do you mean by saying there's eye candy here? One of them is so innocent, too. Finally, the gods of fortune shine upon me. What is she babbling on about? The term eye candy is slang for telling someone they're good looking, beautiful, or handsome. Oh, the loli is actually a guy. That's disappointing. Well, that was fairly rude. I'm a lean, mean fighting machine, you know. Wait, who? Oh, she meant the main character. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Go to the other end of the spring. I'm on the hunt for those two. On the hunt for you mean Yoonji and myself? The one with the nice Gasium finally speaks. Truly, your cups overflow, don't they? But I'm not drinking anything at the moment, so no. I don't think she was talking about beverages, Jiang. Then what was she talking about? Well, it's more about how your swimsuit fits. What's there to say? I get mine properly sized so they fit right. Two innocents, this is going to be a weekend to remember. You do realize I'm sitting here and know exactly what you're saying, right? Oh, you're still here, loli boy? Be a dear and fetch me some more soju. They didn't give me a proper amount with this bottle. They're not holding a bottle. Hey, he's not your errand boy. He's around vacation with us. Get your own soju. Yuji stood up for me. I'm so happy. She does care about my feelings. If anything, he's our errand boy and should be fetching me soju. And the happy feelings are gone. Feisty little femme, aren't you? Don't worry, I'll figure out something for him to do to keep him occupied. You won't miss him. My apologies, I'm afraid we don't know you, and our friend here is very important to us. I'd appreciate it if you treat him with some respect. If that's what it takes to untwist your knickers metaphorically and physically, then I suppose I can at least acknowledge his existence somewhat better. When you fetch my soju, you can at least get some for yourself, too. Hey, thanks. Wait, I'm not fetching your damn soju. It's getting a little too hot in the wrong way here. But I'll see you two cuties later. Make sure he's not with you if you actually want to have a good time. Relax, chat. Relax, chat. I had a sub whose name was that hater. Well, it was like that word and then hater and like underwear hater, chat. And he got me one time. It's in one of my highlight videos actually. He subbed to me for 9 months. And I managed to not say his name out loud until like the 9th month. And then he got me. And I'm pretty sure he stopped subbing to me after that point. Like, he had been waiting for that very fucking moment. Hold on, I probably have some subs to things, chat. I do apologize. Janot Noro. Thanks for the Prime Sub. Sunshine Rainbow, 5 months. Kevo, thanks for Prime Sub. AP Gav, Nixus, Page, Jenny, Nerd, Jedi Dude, Asher, Vanifia. Says, I knew you were a weeb all along, Dad, Moon 2P. Nuh-uh. Zigzag, Gantu, thanks for sub. Mad Hatter TV, Weenie Hut Gamer, thanks for resub. Okay. Changing name. What a legend. I'm sure I'm not the only streamer he's done it to, chat. Bro Teen Mike the Engineer, thanks for resubbing. Okay. Well, that was weird. Did you know her from somewhere? She seemed to take an instant dislike to you. Well, that's not so unbelievable. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Yuji. And no, I've never seen her before in my life. She certainly took a liking to you two, though. Well, let's just relax a bit more, then head inside to the entertainment room. We all nod and relax a bit more. After a while, the girls get up and ready to check out the entertainment area. After a suitable amount of time, they get out and head back to get changed. They have robes furnished for us to wear in the closet. However, there's a slight problem. They're all pastel colors. I guess when they built this place to win that women's conference bid, they went all out and even got girly robes. I'm expected to wear one too. Great. There are only 2 in here that will fit me. What the fuck? Why are you giving me arbitrary questions to answer that decide the ultimate fate of the fucking video game, dude? I'm assuming this color because Jiang wears green, right, chat? I need confirmation on this. Jiang like blue? Okay, so everyone in chat is trying to fuck me right now. It's sky blue. I seem to recall Yunji liking blues, though. What? Who lied to me? Hang on. Fucking goddamn it! 3 different people on Discord DM'd me, chat. I didn't save! Fucking goddamn it! God damn it, chat. Gotcha, idiot. Fuck you, dude. So my instinct was right. Okay. Mr. Nick, thanks for the 9 months. Alright, we're gonna save. Ooh, you went with the green one. It brings out your eyes. They're so pretty. Told you so. Now that I've had the chance to settle in, I noticed that the girls aren't wearing the robes from the hotel either. They're in civilian attire, and I'm the only one dressed in a shitty pastel robe. Wait, am I the only one who decided on a robe? There's no way I'd be caught dead in one of those. Yes, they probably haven't been washed in years. Thanks for the warning, you two. I feel ridiculous in this now. There's nothing wrong with a man wearing feminine colors. Only something wrong with him wearing a woman's robe. That would explain why I was having so much trouble finding one that fit. Anyway, weren't we supposed to partake of some of the entertainment about now? Yes, there's only a couple of things to choose from, as you can see. The selection of things to entertain ourselves does seem somewhat limited. The ping pong table looks relatively unused, guess it's not the most popular activity here. The karaoke machine appears to be in good order as best as I can tell. No television or radio. Guess that makes sense, we aren't exactly in Korea's typical broadcasting range anyway. But there is a bar, hooray for booze! I think the girls have already decided what they want to do. I hope they have some modern music on this machine. Does it have anything by David Bowie's sister? I'll check, at first glance it doesn't appear to. Heathens! Best modern singer ever! Modern, what years do you guys think it is? I take a look at the track listing, dear god, it's like the 80s still lives on in Korea, and there's even some 70s music scattered about too, which Young seemed rather excited about. Okay, well, obvious choice here, boys. Oh, I see something I want to sing, I'll go first. Okay, we'll relax and listen then. Yoonji and I take our spots on the tiny rug and Jeong punches some buttons on the machine. A few seconds later, she's singing a lively rendition of some 70s pop song, and what's more, she's really good at singing. I'm not a huge fan of the genre, but I can't help but get a little funky to Jeong's singing, so I find myself dancing. Okay, as well as one can dance sitting on the floor, it's really more just grooving with my head and shoulders. When she's finished, both Yoonji and I are clapping for her rousing performance. This is so unfair, Jeong. You've gotten even better since the last time. Thanks, sister. I've been practicing in the shower every morning. It really shows. You could give a K-pop idol a run for her money. Well, not that she'd have much since you've long admitted that your country's currency is worthless. And nobody really gets paid for the arts here anyway. That compliment seems really shallow in this country, doesn't it? You mean well. You meant well. I appreciate your kind words that mean much more in your country, where pop stars get paid more than teachers and soldiers. My political commentary, though. Touché. If we're done comparing the relative unfair pay structures in our countries, I think I found something I'd like to sing. Hit it. This time Jeong and I relax on the rug and Yoonji takes her turn rocking the mic. Looks like Yoonji's gone for retro 80s, also known as current hits in Korea. And she's singing like she's the solo star at Pyongyang's biggest stadium, which I've recently learned is the biggest in the world actually, because you know, infrastructure over food, I guess. She's pretty good, but she doesn't have the contemporary vocal range to stay consistently interesting. Her voice lacks the consistent color needed to perform to minimum music industry standards. Full-time consideration of another endeavor might be in order. Oh, while I was narrating, Yoonji finished. I better clap for her. He's finally on board, boys. Very nice, Yoonji. You've improved as a singer as well. What did you think, S. McBaggins? Full-time I mean, you were good, Yoonji. Maybe not K-pop idol. Good, but it was a pleasant performance. Thanks! Yes, the windows even seem to have stayed intact this time. They'll never find your body out here, you know. I'm teasing, sister. Anyway, I believe it's our guest's turn to entertain us. Very true. Here we are now. Entertain us. But the lights are on. Anyway, fair is fair, so relax and I'll go pick a song. Both girls nod, smile, and sit down as I head up to the karaoke machine. I really wasn't kidding about the modern music thing. There is not much past 1989 on this machine selection screen. There are a few selections here that I think I can pass off as decent effort with my vocal range. I knew what the right answer was, chat. Come on now, dog. This one should be recognizable at least. And I have a good grip on the lyrics thanks to one of my squad mates insisting on singing it while cleaning the barracks. That guy was a weird one, though we got along pretty well with the chaplain. On second thought, that's probably not a good thing in his case. Wow! Glancing at the girls as I go through the song, I get the sense that Yoonji really isn't into the song. Jeong, however, is smiling and doing typical disco hand gestures with the beat. At some point during my performance, the strange girl from the hot spring has worked her way into the entertainment area. She's still in her suit, though. I wonder why she didn't don a robe like me, or civvies like the girls. She's a spy from the government, chat! After I finish my number, she steps up and starts speaking. Well, I think it's speaking. It's a bit slurred, though. Guess she got more soju after all. I was hoping I'd find my favorite two hotties here in Loli Boy. Well, that's a pity. The chick robe really does fit him well, though, doesn't it? And that shirt on your busty sister isn't leaving much to the imagination. Ugh! Why does everything come back to Jeong's being busty? God! Still feisty, I like this one. I'll take them both. And now it's getting weird. Aw, don't be such a downer, kid. I've got a fresh bottle of soju here. I'll even let you have a drink with us. If you'll excuse me, I need to go freshen up. So how about that drink, Loli Boy? I wouldn't be much of a marine if I turned down a drink even from... What's your name anyway? Just call me Sumeragi. I'm here on business. What sort of business brings someone all the way out here? Sumeragi pours me a small dish of soju. Import-export, though, what I really deal in are secrets. Maybe I even know all of yours. She's obviously not very good at her job if she's telling that to us half sober at a hotel. I doubt that. Jeong and I are both in the People's Army. There's nothing we have to hide. Think what you like. It hardly matters what you believe. All that really matters is what other people believe about you. So, let's trade secrets. About what in particular? I'll pose a question to you. You can either answer it or take a challenge of my own choosing instead. This sounds a lot like Truth or Dare, you know. Nonsense. That game is just child's play. My game involves getting her to open up a little. Why should I play along with your weird idea of a game? What are you, chicken? Ease down there. I'm going to get the brunt of whatever anger you call. Nobody calls me chicken. Bring on your stupid questions. I thought that would get dark much faster, chat. Well, this should be interesting. Okay, what color panties are you wearing right now? Why would you ask that stupid question? To watch you blush. Going to answer, or would you like the dare, I mean challenge? Hang on, chat. I gotta fucking... No panties? Bro, come on now, man. He's busting a nut. Yeah, that's me, dude. It's a curse always being right. Hush, you. Fine. What's your challenge if I don't answer? Nothing too stressful. Just give me a nice kiss on the lips. Ugh. This isn't good. Well, what's your choice? I choose... Sorry for the wait. Hey, I know. How about you sing us a song in the karaoke machine, strange lady? Yunji appears to have been saved by Jiyoung's appearance. You want a song? I can do that. Oh, I know just what song I'll sing. She heads up to the karaoke machine where she punches in a couple of buttons. Before the music starts, she grabs a surprised Yunji by the hand and drags her up with her. What the hell are you doing? This song is perfect for you. I know personally that it's one of the Glorious Leader's favorites. With that, she busts right into a rap song that's past the typical release date for music in Korea. Guess that explains why Glorious Leader was name dropped here. Oh, and Yunji's going to kill this girl. I better go get a body bag. I like nice butts and I cannot lie. Does she have a death wish? Oh good, we were thinking the same thing. Think they have any body bags here? Yunji's getting flustered and doesn't seem to be able to react to the situation. Baby got ass. I don't need instant replay to review that this lady just grabbed a handful of Yunji's ass while spitting out the refrain there. Yunji goes from flustered to all murderous rage. I think she's had enough, or has as much as she can stand. And she can't stands no more. Oh, that was intentional. Okay. That does it! I'll give Yunji credit, she didn't kill this lady, but I'm sure every one of her ancestors felt the impact of the slap Yunji just landed on her. Combined with the soju consumption, this lady is out cold. Hope that few seconds of grab ass was worth the splitting headache she'll have when she wakes up. I'm dragging this woman's drunk ass out to the brig. Go back to the room and I'll bring you some soju. I plan on drinking with you under the table when I get back. She's so pissed I can't even bring myself to correct her incorrect jargon. Discretion is the better part of not having me feeling Yuji's second slap shot of the night. There's one thing that bothers me though. Wait, this place has a brig? What resort doesn't have a brig? Oh. Oh. Of course. Jiyoung and I head back to the room to wait for the soju. Oh, and Yunji, I guess, since she's bringing it. A few minutes later, Yunji is back with several bottles of firewater. We're all exhausted, so we get our drink mostly on in silence. However, it's worth noting that for her bravado of drinking with us under the table, Yunji's the first one to pass out too. Oh, guess Yunji's a lightweight when it comes to her liquor. She talks a big game, but she has yet to drink anyone under the table. At least we're already where we're sleeping, so it's nice to change, not having to drag her passed out body home. Nothing else after that is said. I help Jiyoung tuck Yunji into the bed and Jiyoung gets in next to her. I crawl into my makeshift futon. After the long trip and soju, I'm really beat. There's always tomorrow, so sleepy time now. What a cuckold, chat! She could have just fucking left her passed out on the floor. Ugh. This guy's in the Marine Corps chat room. The epitome of machismo in the United States of America. What is going on? I gotta pee chat though, hang on, okay? One more time, one more round. I swear, dude, my bladder must be like fucking the size of a dime or some shit, dude. Deliciousable, 5 months. Snacks, 13. Dolgoros, 4 months. Is I'm Super Gay XD. Yeah, you are, bud. Dorito, 10 months. Panda Crusader. Ken Musu, thanks for 7. Yuji, quickly now. Wake up Esmic Baggins. We're so far behind we won't get to do much today if we don't get moving. How did this happen? I'm sure I left a wake-up call at the desk. I don't know, but get him up quickly. Maybe we can still go see Rimyongsu Falls before heading home. Understood, Esmic Baggins. Wake up, now! No wakey, haven't heard Rev yell yet. Is that the horn section thingy, chat? If you don't wake up in the next 10 seconds, I'm going to slap you harder than I slapped that woman who drunkenly assaulted me last night. I'm awake. You leave my handsome face alone. Your lolly boy face. You two seem awfully down for being on vacation. We've overslept and pretty badly at that. It appears the staff did not honor our wake-up call request. Either that or someone forgot to put one in. I did not forget. The staff forgot. Shut up. I didn't say anything. Anyway, so what's the story? Hand chat. The last train to Pyongyang leaves at an earlier time today, so we won't have much time to do much of anything. I was thinking after breakfast we could go see Rimyongsu Falls before heading back home. Sounds like a good idea. Is it a waterfall or something? Not just a waterfall, but a spectacular conglomeration of 42 waterfalls that cascade into the Rimyongsu River. It's a really beautiful spectacle of Korea's natural beauty, unspoiled by Western capitalist poison. Well done, sister. You finally memorized the tour guide's phrase for Rimyongsu Falls. It sounds beautiful, minus the BS spiel about capitalism. I've brought our breakfast here. Let's eat and get changed quickly so we can hike over there. Let's do it. Get changed into what? The same fucking clothes? My name is Snacks. Thanks for Prime subbing. We quickly hustle around getting changed and eating cold noodles and beef. Before long, we've made the short hike to Rimyongsu Falls. Are we just overlooking the fact that we got changed in the same room, chat? Are we over that now? Like fucking... I'll have to admit, the beautiful spectacle of Korea's natural beauty line wasn't just propaganda. Rimyongsu Falls is a true spectacle with its layered multiple waterfalls that empty into the river below. The two girls that have accompanied me here are also beautiful spectacles of Korea's natural beauty. You can't just say things like that out of nowhere. Big Chi! She says as she blushes at the unexpected compliment. That wasn't supposed to be said out loud, but I won't take it back. Mama didn't raise a liar. Well, at least not a very good liar. I'd fail in politics. It's not like I hate being called beautiful and being compared to a gorgeous waterfall. Wait, you're blushing too, sister. No, that's just sunburn. No way! We haven't been out here long enough. And besides, everyone knows the hole in the ozone layer is only over evil countries like America and Nippon. I don't think that's how the ozone works. Okay, yes, I'm blushing, but at least I'm not acting like a tsundere. However you fucking pronounce that. You two keep saying that word, but I have no idea what it means. She says that she has recited Japanese words out loud. It basically means you're terrible at expressing your honest feelings, so you act like an ice queen. But when people finally break through, you show you've got a nice, caring person. I still don't understand. Don't worry about it. Half the otakus of the world will love you for it. Ugh. The other half that don't will still check out your CGs anyway. Not me, chat. Now that that's settled, what do you think of the waterfalls? It really is beautiful. It's not as high as Niagara Falls, but the way there are so many of them in layers is truly breathtaking. I definitely know how to say that word. I genuinely don't. As I'm watching the waterfalls, I hear something plink into the river in front of us. Turning to the side, I note Yuji appears to be praying. Not too soon after, I hear a plink from the other direction, and sure enough, Jiang is also praying. Making wishes? Yes, I know it seems a tad childish, but it's kind of fun. Perhaps you should make a wish, maybe for love, or a personality to develop. Guess it couldn't hurt. I could wish for Yuji to be nice. Don't you want to make a wish that might actually come true? It seems 2 passengers have forgotten who's driving the car back to the train in a little bit. Quite right. Anyway, I'll make a wish. I pull out €1 from my pocket. Looks like this one is from Luxembourg. Yes, that's an actual country. German wishes aside. I knew that. I fucking knew that. As I toss the coin into the river, I whisper a wish for Jiyoung's happiness. That's so sweet of you, S. McBaggins. What? He said it out loud? You pretentious fuck? I forgot my whispering tends to be a bit louder than... Oh. Every time I've complained about this game, the next text box has fucking... You know. Gonna die. Chat, listen to me, dog. Alright? Should have picked Sky Blue. Shut up, chat. You guys don't know anything. You're all virgins, dude. I am the king North Korean waifu slayer. Alright? If I get the good end, then all of you have to subscribe to me at twitch.tv/variety streamer. VS. That's me. Because I made the game. You wrote it, PepOS? Yeah, dude. Fuck off. We'd better make our way back and get to the car. If we miss the train, it'll throw everything off schedule, and you might not make your flight home. Oh yes, it is getting close to your departure date, isn't it? It is, unfortunately. I've enjoyed spending this vacation with you. Maybe sometime in the near future you can both come to America, where I live. That would be nice, I think, but I believe it would be hard for us to get to America. Travel to foreign countries, especially enemy countries, is frowned upon in Korea. We would need outside help in order to get to America. I don't know if there's much I can do, but if I can help in any way, I will. I believe you would. That makes me happy to hear that. Maybe someday we'll take you up on that offer, but for now, let's go back home. Okay. The hike back is uneventful, and as soon as we get back, we gather up our things and head back to the car. I'd like to say Yoonji's driving is improved, but as stated, I'm a terrible liar. Before long, we're back on the train to Pyongyang. It's not all that crowded, but the silence is uncomfortable. I can't shake this feeling that something is going on with these two that they aren't telling me. At any rate, Jiyoung is reading, and Yoonji is sleeping. Sleep sounds like a good idea. I figure we're going to do something special for the last day before I head back to the States. Best be well rested for it. We've gotten back from a short mountain getaway together. It was pretty fun despite the temperature resembling the time I got drilled in Alaska. When I was assigned to Alaska, not drilled like in the, you know, what, moving on. I didn't think that. The trip back was pretty uneventful. There weren't too many people on the train, so no seat incidents to worry about. The return was definitely faster than the trip up, though. I mean, we're actually home and it's not even past national curfew. As soon as we got home, the girls retreated to the room, so I didn't waste much time not getting into bed. Since I'm heading back to America soon, I didn't really see the need to unpack my bag from the trip. So now I'm just laying here on the bed, contemplating if I should go say something to the girls or just fall asleep for the night. Knock, knock, knock. Guess there was a third option after all. Wait until one of the girls comes to see me. I'm decent, come in. Good evening, S. McBaggins. I thought I'd check in and see how you were doing. Pretty good. Legs are a bit stiff from the ride back, but otherwise I can't complain. Well, maybe I could, but no one wants to hear about it, right? Your humor makes me smile, S. McBaggins. Actually, a lot of you makes me smile. Well, this conversation is about to get a lot more interesting. What do you mean, Jiyoung? The truth is, I haven't been very honest with you or myself these past few days. I had hoped to get you and Yoonji to really like each other so that maybe she'd finally find a guy to be with. She's never really been good with boys, but I sort of felt it was my duty to make sure she wouldn't be lonely. And then tonight it came to me I wasn't being honest with myself. You've been put through quite a bit since you've arrived here in Korea, haven't you? I wouldn't put it like that. It's been an interesting cultural challenge, but for the most part, I've enjoyed it. In your upbeat attitude, you try to find the good in everything. I like that about you. Well, a guy once told me, always look on the bright side of life, Rick. Whoa. Jiyoung has moved right next to me and placed her head on my shoulder. Her breath is warm, she's warm, and it's getting me warm. That is a lot of global warming for one bedroom. The truth is, in trying to set you up and you and Yoonji up, I've fallen in love with you, S. McBaggins. You're the most gentle, positive, wonderful man I have ever met this side of my father. And I love you. Honestly, I have to admit, I have strong feelings for you as well. I've enjoyed being around you. I really want to be around you a lot more, and I've been racking my brain trying to figure out how. We can discuss the spending of more time together in the future later. I think I have a way we can spend time together right now that we'll both enjoy. Oh! Oh! She's stripped. I think even a lieutenant can figure out where this is going. You don't want to? On the contrary, this is the best thing. This is a pick up Let's Go for the third time. One day you'll explain these references to me, however today is not that day. Oh! Ah! And in one quick motion, she has me cuffed to the bed. Wait, what? I am the top interrogator in all of Korea. I think I told you that once. Tonight, I will make you reveal how much you love me. Look forward to it. Oh, was that it? You fuck you, chat. I didn't know that was gonna happen. Oh. The guys will never believe this. Hell, I don't think I even believe it. But yes, that just happened. That was quite the experience, one I won't soon forget. The question is, how do I go about making it happen more in the future? I'm due to leave here in another day, and I doubt she can just waltz out with me. Jiang is next to me, sound asleep. Damn, she's even cute when she's asleep. Maybe I should rest up as well, in case round 2 is on the way. This was written by a virgin. Hey, I think I heard someone moving. Must be Yoonji going to the bathroom. Wait, Yoonji came in here? Oh, hi Yoonji. This isn't what you think it is. Save it, S. McBaggins. I know it's exactly what I know it is. I'm fine with it. However, that does make what I'm about to do a whole lot easier. What are you about to do? What do you mean? In the moonlight, I think I see something shiny. Is that a needle? I tried to get up in the throes of passion. Jiang neglected to uncuff me afterwards. She didn't forget to uncuff you. That was on purpose. But I want you to know, I'm rooting for you both. I really am. You don't have to do this, whatever you're doing. Let's talk it out. Leader's orders. Sorry. What? With that, she gently injects the needle into me and pushes a foreign liquid into my body. Don't worry, this will just make you go to sleep for a while, but not permanently. But wait, what did I do? Damn, bedtime go night-night. What the fuck? Thank you, sister. I don't think I could have done that myself. Knowing how you feel about him made it a lot easier for me than I would have thought. Jealous? Shut up. Well, help me dress him, and let's take him to the rendezvous point. Well, fuck you! Oh! So groggy. Feels like I've been on a 3-day rager while on shore leave, and I'm just barely sobering up. Eyelids are so heavy, need to take stock of my surroundings, though. Oh god. Oh man, that light is barely on, and it feels like the inferno of 1,000 suns. Whatever they struck me with has given me the world's worst hangover. After a few moments, things start to come into view. Not that there's much to see. I'm in the plainest, emptiest room I've ever been in. The only things I can barely make out are a single door and an occupied chair at the very far end of the room. And from the silhouette of the figure occupying the chair, I know it's not one of the girls. Too masculine looking to be Jiang or Yoonji. I wonder where those two are. I'd like an explanation as to why they felt the need to drug me and drag me to God knows where. I see you have rejoined the conscious world. Undoubtedly you have questions. I'll try my best to guide you, though time is short. That voice, I recognize it. I've only heard it a few times since being in Korea, but it's one of the 3 I recognize. I know you, our driver. Where am I? I'm glad the drug didn't dull your senses too much. Yes, I have been driving you around Korea this week. My name is Namgyung Kwangjo, and I'm father of both Jiang and Yoonji. Thank you for accompanying them these past few days, for you have given me hope. Hope? You mean I'm not going to die? Not at my hands, no, and hopefully not at all. Regardless, I put you in danger by bringing you to Korea and associating you with my daughters. How so? I am, as you would say, a dead man walking, as are my girls. My sight's not quite back yet. It's pretty dark in here, but you sound pretty healthy, and Jiang and Yoonji are both very healthy. It's not like that, S. McBaggins. How much do you really know about the Democratic People's Republic of Korea? Honestly, not a whole lot. Considering I fell for your line saying Pyongyang was right up the road from Seoul, you probably have a good idea about my lack of awareness. North Korea is a bloody dictatorship. Wow, really? You don't say. Pick your poison. Our leader is made out to be a demagogue, and the one political party we have has a death grip on the nation. You've seen the results around here in your visit. Since assuming leadership of the country, Glorious Leader is suspected of executing at least 70 people. Only 70? Most of the potential political opponents and their families. It appears I have made this list as well. Are you saying you're going to be the target of a political execution mandated by Glorious Leader? That's nuts! I mean, our leaders are pretty annoying, but at least Hillary and Donald didn't kill each other's families and associates. They've already poisoned my wife to death. It's only a matter of time before they come for me and the girls. That's why I made a plan ahead of time. One to at least maybe save my girls. It hit me just now. You're the one who invited me to Korea while playing Panzer Medals online, aren't you? I pitched it as an idea to the party, to lure an American soldier over and try to create an international incident. In reality, I wanted you to meet my daughters and hopefully fall in love with Yoonji, my youngest. While I did not plan for you to fall in love with my older daughter, it seems it has brought us to the same conclusion. Yes, Jiang did confess her affection to me last night, and I return the feelings. No need for details. I understand the situation. My problem is, I'm not sure how to go about getting you out of the country safely. The brass are leaning on me to turn you over soon on any charge I can trump up. My plan was to send you and the girls to the United States Embassy in Pyongyang, but that's a no-go. If I had to guess, relations with the USA have been so sour for so long, we don't even have an embassy in Pyongyang, do we? No, you don't. I really should have made sure of that little fact before springing this plan. Oh, I feel like that's something you should know about at any given point. It appears Sweden is the protective power for the United States and North Korea. Yeah, that's a big gaping hole in the plan there. Sweden might take me in and send me back to the United States. Maybe. But there's no way they're getting involved with sheltering 2 North Korean citizens, who are part of the People's Army, no less. I'm well aware of that. However, I do have a backup plan in place. He stands up, but I still can't make anything of his face. He goes over to the door and opens it, and slowly both Yoonji and Jeong walk in. Be strong, girls. This ordeal will be over soon. Father, I can't leave you here to face your death on your own. Please reconsider coming with us. You know I can't go. But Appa, I can't leave you here to die. My precious daughter, I wouldn't survive the trip, though I built up a tolerance to the poisons of our country uses. I'm not immune. Even if I survived sneaking back into the shipyard one more time, I would perish on the journey. It is enough to know my girls lived on, safe and away from this god-forsaken country. He's shaking, literally, and crying along with them. I feel like I'm going to cry myself. This will be the last time this father will get to hold his children and tell them that he loves them. Parents will attempt the impossible for their children. This man is trying to avoid the needless and senseless death of his daughters. For him, for Yuji's friendship, for the love of Jeong, I must help him. Sir, what are my marching orders? This isn't an army game, S. McBaggins. This is deadly serious. You think I don't know that, Yoonji? This man is trying to ensure that the most 2 precious beings on the planet to him don't die in tragically stupid fashion. I handle problems best when I compartmentalize them in a military sense. So I need to know his plan, our marching orders, so I can help him achieve his final wish. You have my gratitude, son. There's little time, so listen closely. We are in Nampo, a port city south of Pyongyang on the Taedong River, leading into the Yellow Sea. There's a large order of garments being exported from here today. It took a long time for them to finish the final batch, but it's a large enough shipment to put in a large metal shipping container. It's ventilated, as they don't want the garments to grow musty in a closed container, so you'll be able to breathe. I've been slowly hiding rations and other vital items in the bins. You should be fine for food and water if you go easy on the supplies. So we're smuggling ourselves out by trade ship then. She's smiling. It was the only solution that came to mind. However, I don't know where the ship is heading. Likely China. However, it could be anywhere from Europe to South America. That's a long trip. What are we going to do about needing to use the facilities? There are a few buckets hidden in the clothing as well. You'll have to sneak out and empty them overboard at night to avoid the smell lingering. The container does open from the inside as well as a safety precaution. Understood. How much time do we have? Precious little. I believe there are already authorities here in Nampo looking to apprehend all of us. You'll need to find the container DPRK 0508195. It's on the ground, so accessing it will be easy once you find it. It's on the ship called Glorious Leader's Generous Hand. One of the girls can point it out. Well, that's a bullshit name if I've ever heard one. I'll wait outside the door so you 3 can say your goodbyes. I am grateful. Please do all you can to get them to America. Get them to safety. I don't say anything but give him a knowing nod and salute. I think if I tried to talk, I'd end up crying. I can't do that now. I need to be on my game. A few minutes later, the girls come out, their eyes full of tears. Not that I blame them. They won't ever see him again. If we fail, we're dead. If we succeed, it doesn't matter since we can't come back, and he'll be dead. This is 50 shades of fucked up. I have to keep it together and be strong for them. I have an unspoken promise to keep. Let's go. The girls just nod and follow me out of the building. Doesn't look like the shipyard is too far from here, which is good because as we left the building that way, I saw some People's Army soldiers heading right for the building as we just left. They didn't notice us though. We need to get to that shipyard quickly without being seen. Any ideas? Our best bet might be the walking path over there. We can just try and sneak through the forest as best we can, and the trees may provide us with some cover. It's too dangerous to take the main road. Understood. Let's walk at a brisk pace. As we head over to the walking path, I quickly check my pockets. They put my wallet in, as well as my keys. Oh, and that crappy excuse for a cell phone. They put that in my pockets, too. Hope it's turned off. Need to save the juice for when we reach our destination. I throw that shit out ASAP, boys! I tried to put all of the essentials back into your pockets when we dressed you. But The rest of your stuff is back at our place, probably confiscated by now. Well, on the plus side, they can't hold that Tokyo Hotel band t-shirt against me. They both giggle a little bit at that memory. Good, they need something to get through this. We're making good progress. I haven't seen too many People's Army members patrolling the walking path. And we're able to avoid the attention of the few that are. If we can keep this up for 10 more minutes, we should get there. This is going too well. Are you trying to jinx this? Don't talk about the no-hitter while it's still going on. What in the world are you talking about? Baseball expression. When we get out of this and back to the States, I'll explain it. Maybe we're while watching a game. I've heard of baseball. South Korea has a professional league and a national team. Why is there a bracket here? I think I would like to go see a game with you. When we get back to the States, I'll take you to as many games as I can. Chat, this is bad, dude! With that, we again move along in silence. So far, Yoonji's comment hasn't jinxed us yet. We're almost at the harbor now. Just as we're getting back to the dock, a lone People's Army member appears. He halts us and speaks in Korean in a harsh tone. Civilians are not allowed here. And who is this guy? A tourist? Where is your group and minder? I'm sweating bullets here, and we need to do something fast or we'll all be wearing bullets. We are his minders. He wanted to see the area up close. You lie. You are not in uniform, and you are here. Are you here on a sabotage mission? Stay put while I put in a call to the commander. Screw that. Kapow! Go home and be a family man. Haha. Dear God, you just jabbed out of his eyes. I knew that MCMAP move would come in handy one day. You'll have plenty of time to explain what the hell that was once we secure ourselves on the ship. I drag the blind, unconscious Army's member body away and hide him in a nearby tool shed. We should be long gone before he comes to. Let's move Jiang. That way. It doesn't take long and Jiang has us looking at the ship. With all the hustle and bustle getting the thing out of port, we're able to sneak on board. There, container DPRK, insert numbers here. As we slip inside the metal container, I can't help but shed a single solitary tear. We close the door and lock it behind us. There's some light coming in from the vents, enough that we can rummage for stuff that we needed. We head toward the far back and settle in for our trip. We didn't get fucking killed, dude! What? Oh, guys, I have to pee. Let's scrounge for one of the buckets, Yoonji. This is pretty much how time goes. We scrounge for food and water that Kwang Jo left for us. We sleep. We try to entertain each other. I try to bolster their spirits about to go to the west. Seriously, Yoonji, if we get settled into a good-sized city, you should consider taking up culinary school. Your kimchi was great. There's a lot of Korean eateries that could use a cook like you. They tell me stories about their parents. I think it's cathartic for them. In general, we just need to keep ourselves from going bonkers from being locked up in a shipping container out at sea. Fortunately, at least none of us got seasick. Finally, after who knows how many days, I hear people talking around the container. They seem somewhat distressed. What's more, the container is getting lifted into the air, likely by a crane. Did you catch any of what they said? The crane said something about not being behind on the shipment. I can't make out what any of the other people said, so I don't know what language they were speaking. Did you happen to hear what the Koreans mentioned where we were? I think I heard someone say, "Welcome to TARDIS" when we arrived in the port. Damn, I know that's in Europe, but I can't recall where. That does explain why we are on the ship for so long, though. It felt like we were in the air for a bit. So I think we're not on the ship anymore. We must be in a cargo truck heading somewhere. I'm afraid I didn't catch where the truck is heading. I suppose we'll find out when we get there. We should change back into our uniforms so we can officially surrender our citizenship at the nearest embassy. We are from North Korea, after all. Not much else to say as the truck rumbles along for the road for hours. We do have one interesting conversation on the ride, though. Mostly I tell them about the West. I mostly tell them how nice it is. Beautiful scenery, friendly people, opportunity. I probably sound like a commercial, but they sound excited. Finally, we appear to be pulling into somewhere to stop. I wait a few minutes to make sure before peeking out the box. The coast is clear, let's hop out. Get out of the box to stretch out legs for the first time in weeks. Finally, taking a good look around and notice that wherever we are, it looks like a damned war zone. Literally, I see damage from mortar shelling in the buildings around us. The air doesn't smell so good as well. Can you make out where we are at all? I glance around trying to find a marker. Not too far down flies a flag over a building. Green, white, black, and some red stars. I think I recognize that flag and this place. So where the hell are we? Syria? What? Oh, what the fuck? What? Let's talk about this. Okay. A, Syria's not bad, I guess. It's not North Korea. B, I'm assuming that from that point, we make it to a place where we don't get shot and killed. And finally, that is way better than the shitty game that Game Grumps made. Holy shit, it's so much better. To assume that your game will stand purely on the laurels of fucking... Wait, how much money did I pay for the fucking dad dating simulator game? Holy shit. Time to write a fanfic now? Oh, is that why it's left open-ended, chat? It was $15! You know how many... Hold on. I wonder how many people bought this game, chat. Let's find if it's in the top sellers right now. It probably is. Top sellers. No, it's not here, actually. Refund? Ugh. Oh, it is in the top sellers, actually, chat. It just wasn't showing the games that I had. It's actually number 1 on the list. Good job. From not being able to close a menu with escape, to not having a volume slider, to having the worst writing I have ever read in a visual novel, 4 out of 10 for Daddy Dating Simulator. This game, 7 out of 10. Easy. Easy, chat. The amount of people who told me that I was wrong and I was gonna get the very bad ending, chat, I got one of the good endings. Okay, listen to me. I got like 15 DMs on Discord. You're in for the bad ending. Blup, 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 blup. Pick blue. Blup, 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 blup. You better shut your mouth.